Good morning. Welcome to our sixth grade promotion. We're delighted that you're here to celebrate with us today. I'd like to call upon a few of our sixth grade students who will welcome us to the ceremony in different languages. Alexander Huff, Abigail Harara, Alan Nayer, and Laura Sylvia.
I'm speaking Spanish. Bienvenidos a nuestra promoción de sexto grado.
I'm also speaking Spanish. Bienvenidos a la graduación de sexto grado.
I'm speaking Russian. Добро пожаловать на шестого класса.
I'm speaking Portuguese. Seja bem-vindo na graduação da sexta série.
I would now like to call upon Gianna Favaro and Kat Napier to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner before marching in our parade.
Beautiful job, Juliana, and thank you, Gianna and Kat Napier, who led us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Grade 6 students, you may sit. Good morning, 6th grade graduates, Freeman-Kennedy staff, parents, extended relatives and friends, Dr. England Alardi, Superintendent of the Norfolk Public Schools, Victoria Saldana, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Adam Tarzik, Assistant Principal of the Freeman-Kennedy School, Ms. Linda Balfour, former Principal of the H. Olive Day School, School Committee members, Ms. Lisa Sheldon, Ms. Medora Champagne, Ms. Grace Lockhead, Mr. Peter Salve, Mrs. Lauren Vines, Norfolk Select Board members, Anita Mecklenburg, Chair, Kevin Roach, Vice Chair, Thais Hickman, Clerk, and State Representative Marcus Bond. Honored guests, Mr. Kristen DeNoble, Ms. Sandra Muzzio, Ms. Nancy Smith, Ms. Bonnie O'Connell, and Mr. Frank Zolo. To our 6th grade graduates, congratulations on your promotion. Each one of you should be proud of your accomplishments as you reflect on the past 7 years. I'm sure you developed strong friendships, built a solid foundation for continuous learning, and learned respect for others. Most importantly, you gave them the confidence that you could achieve anything with time, effort, and perseverance. You have matured into remarkable young individuals with unique gifts and talents. The 6th grade students at Freeman-Kennedy School are academic scholars, musicians, artists, athletes, dancers, writers, and so much more. As you embark on your next journey into middle school, You will form new friendships, explore new courses and clubs, and face new challenges. I encourage each of you to make good choices. Think before you act, and remember the values your parents and teachers have taught you. Respect for yourself and others will earn you admiration both inside and outside of the classroom. During your middle school years, you may encounter a few bumps along the way. Remember, you can always count on your parents, teachers, and friends. Stick together and don't be afraid to communicate. We all face challenges in life, but we grow stronger and wiser when we learn from our mistakes. Today, the spotlight is on you. Use your imagination, follow your dreams, and reach for the stars. Believe in yourself. Remember to be good citizens and give back to your community and world. You are the next generation, and we are so proud of you. I wish each of you good health, happiness, and confidence in all you do. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the 6th grade teachers, the entire staff at the H. Olive Day School, and Freeman-Kennedy School. Together, as a team, we have provided our students with a solid foundation that will carry them in the next chapter of their lives. Your dedication, innovation, and motivation are truly recognized and appreciated by parents and administration. Thank you for your gifts and talents, but most of all, your love of teaching. Parents, time sure does fly. It probably feels like yesterday that you're placing your child on the bus for kindergarten. Now they're off to middle school. As parents, you love your children unconditionally and want the best for them. The next journey in your child's life will be filled with exciting, anxious, eventful, and worrisome moments. Treasure every moment with your child, even the difficult days. Offer support, listen when they have questions, and be firm but fair. Sorry. Laugh, smile, and give them great big hugs. As their educational journey continues, watch them soar. Give them wings and watch them fly. I wish you the best and remind you to cherish every moment and make it last a lifetime. I'll conclude my speech today by reading a book to our 6th grade students titled Maybe by Kobe Yamanda, a story about the endless potential in all of us. Please turn your attention to the large screen to your left. 6th grade students, enjoy. Remember, there's only one you in this world. Make it a better place. Have you ever wondered why you are here? You are the only you are there ever has been or ever will be. You have so much to offer. Maybe you will invent something that no one else has ever seen before. Maybe you will build things that reach high into the sky. Your life is yours. Try as many things as you can try. See as much as you can see. Wherever you go, take your hopes, pack your dreams, and never forget, it is on journeys that discoveries are made. Maybe you will help others to see the beauty in each day. Or maybe you will lift cheering crowds onto their feet. Do everything with love, follow your heart, and see where it leads. Maybe you are here to shine a light into places that have been dark for far too long. Maybe you will speak up for those who can't speak for themselves. Maybe you are here to help in ways that only you can. There will be struggles, there will be fears, and it won't always be easy. At times it will feel really hard, and you might make a mess of things. You may fall down. You may fail. But you will also get back up, and you will rise a little stronger and a little taller. because there really is more inside you than you know. And this world needs your gifts, your talents, and your big ideas. And maybe you're just getting started. What if you're only scratching the surface of what you can do and who you can be? What if you have talents you haven't discovered yet? There is something powerful, even magical, about you. You already have everything it takes to do big things. Maybe you have no idea just how good you really can be, and maybe you don't know how much you matter. But maybe, just maybe, the world has been waiting centuries for someone exactly like you. One thing is for sure, you are here, and because you are here, anything is possible. Congratulations to our 6th grade class. I would ask that our 6th grade students stand at this time. Under the direction of Mrs. Musial, our Freeman-Kennedy music teacher, our students will now sing "I Will Always Remember You" by Miley Cyrus.
Say
Beautiful, beautiful job, sixth grade students. You may sit down at this time. I'd now like to call upon Mr. Marcus Vaughn, Massachusetts State Representatives, to say a few words.
Thank you. Another round of applause for the sixth grade students. Mrs. Musial and Juliana, great job. I mean, I don't think parents see what Mrs. Musial is doing behind the scenes, but she is a great coach, musical coach, so I really appreciate that. To the proud families, administrators, past administrators, and teachers and staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of Freeman-Kennedy School, Norfolk Public Schools, congratulations. It's an honor to be with you here this morning as you celebrate this special milestone. You've worked hard, grown together, and now you stand ready for the next chapter in your journey. Last week, I had the privilege of recognizing a group of outstanding educators during a milestone ceremony in one of our neighboring towns. It was a powerful reminder of the dedication that exists in our public schools in this area, and I have no doubt the same commitment is alive and well right here in Norfolk. Your teachers and staff have poured their energy, their heart, and their time into preparing you for what comes next, and it shows. I recently had the chance to visit what will soon become your new school, King Philip Regional Middle School. While I was there, I listened to 8th graders present their civic engagement projects for the end of the year. They took on some pretty impressive topics, such as mental health awareness, and even later school start times for the middle and high school. And let's just say they weren't shy about speaking up. One group even asked me to do something about the most pressing issue on their minds: the fact that the McDonald's ice cream machine was always broken. So as a legislator on Beacon Hill, I can't promise I can make miracles happen, but I did offer this reliable solution: for them to track down the CNC ice cream truck or frequent the Three Pugs Creamery this summer. There's no broken machines there, just great ice cream and a perfect way to celebrate how far you've come. But humor aside, what struck me most during that visit, and what I see in all of you today, is the confidence, curiosity, and potential. You're stepping into a world where your voice matters, where your ideas will take shape, and where you'll keep growing into leaders of tomorrow. Before you leave Freeman-Kennedy, take a moment to thank the teachers and staff who helped shape your path. A kind word, a high five, a handwritten note, it means more than you might think. I know, because I hear about it from my wife, who's also an educator, teaching the same age children. So it does go a long way to make sure you thank your teachers and administrators. And don't worry, you're heading to a school filled with equally dedicated educators ready to help you thrive. So congratulations, the class of 2025. The future is bright, the summer is yours, and if you hear the sound of an ice cream truck, you know what to do. Thank you and enjoy this celebration.
Thank you, Mr. Vaughn. At this point in our ceremony is a presentation of awards to our students. Our first award, I'd like to call upon Miss Kristen DeNoble to present the Maddie Savoy Creativity Award. Come on up, Kristen.
Good morning. Congratulations to all of you on your graduation day. It's an honor to be here to award the Maddie Savoy Creativity Award in memory of my daughter, Maddie. It's also really great to see all these beautiful faces of the children I got to work with over the years at the HOD and their parents. You probably wonder who Maddie was and what her award represents. You have seen her beautiful paintings and picture throughout your school, and you might remember Maddie's butterfly garden in front of the HOD school, where you released your class butterflies. Maddie loved butterflies, and her garden there brings so much joy to that school. Maddie touched so many people and taught us all how to live by her inspiring example. You always knew when she entered a room. Her smile was always ear to ear, her giggle was infectious, and her sense of humor unmatched. She loved to paint, be creative, sing silly songs, write silly plays, and just be at school with friends and family. So as you move on to your new school and make new friends and things get a little tough as you find your way, remember that the best selfies, the amount of likes or followers you have on social media. Oh gosh, you guys, I made a mistake. I missed a page. Excuse me. Maddie shared her kind, loving heart, her joyous, unsinkable spirit, her zest for life and laughter, her compassion and care for others, her bravery through illness without ever complaining, and of course shared that dimpled smile every day, even on days when she didn't feel like smiling. She was a true, kind friend who was always the first to lend a hand, give encouragement to others, and push for the underdog. She taught us that how you treat others with kindness and respect is how you will be remembered as you go through life. Maddie once said to me, "Mom, it's on the inside that matters, not the outside." She understood that, and she was right. So, as you move on to your new school and make new friends, and things get a little tough as you find your way, remember that the best selfies, the amount of likes or followers you have on social media is not important. What truly is important and real is who you are on the inside. Be authentic, be kind, and always remember to treat others as you would like to be treated. It's simple. It is my hope that Maddie's legacy of living life to the fullest, always with a smile, will continue on in your hearts. Maddie wrote down 2 quotes I will share: do things better, do better things, and of course, never, never, never give up. As my true sentiment to you all, I close with a line from Maddie's favorite song, My Wish by the Rascal Flatts. I hope your dreams stay big and your worries stay small. Congratulations again on your graduation, and the recipient of this year's Maddie Savoy Creativity Award is Hannah Tilson.
Congratulations, Hannah. Thank you, Kristen. I'd now like to call upon Miss Bonnie O'Connell to present the Jack Thomas Award.
Good morning. On behalf of the Thomas family as well as myself, I would like to congratulate the class of 2025. My name is Bonnie O'Connell, and from September of 1985 to June of 2016, I had the honor of being a teacher in the Norfolk Public Schools in the areas of music and technology. During my career in Norfolk, I also had the privilege of teaching with Jack Thomas, for whom our next award is named. John Jack Thomas was the head teacher as well as a physical education teacher in the Norfolk Public Schools from 1969 until he retired in 2004. Jack's dedication to the children of Norfolk went far beyond the gym classes he was hired to teach. He started an intramural program long before stipends were available. Jack felt that all children should have the opportunity to succeed and promoted sportsmanship in all activities he led. In his position as Assistant Recreation Director in Rentham, Jack began a Saturday basketball program and included students from Norfolk and Plainville, as he believed more opportunities children had to interact in the younger grades, the easier the transition to KP in the junior high would be. There were over 500 children in grades 3 through 8 involved in this program in the early years. And in those days, believe it or not, he wrote out all the lists by hand. Jack often made himself available to help and was seen at many school events. His calligraphy is seen on many promotion certificates distributed prior to his retirement following his 35 years of service to the Norfolk Public Schools. Some of you may still have those certificates. The name Mr. Thomas evokes wonderful memories for many students who have passed through the Norfolk Public Schools. It brings a smile to the faces of those who were blessed to have been one of his students, as well as those of us who are honored to work with him. The Jack Thomas Award is given to a student who has demonstrated outstanding team member skills in gym class, a student who is positive about fitness and who is compassionate to others, encouraging and including them in activities. The student need not be a star athlete or even participate in organized sports, but someone who finds joy in being active. This year's award is being given to Christopher Malani.
Thank you, Bonnie, and congratulations, Christopher. I'd now like to call upon Mrs. Smith, Adam Kennedy's mom, to present the Sergeant Adam Kennedy Scholarship Award.
Good morning, congratulations. I have an assistant with me today, Miss Layla Kennedy. I welcome you all and congratulate you, sixth graders. Adam's gone 18 years, and in all of that time, I have been blessed with contact from every community that he chose to participate with, whether they were from, at that time, the Freeman-Centennial School, or Zavarian, or Norwich University, or the United States Army. One of Adam's Army friends actually is the father of 6 children, and 2 of his children are named in Adam's honor. His oldest daughter is named Kennedy, and his oldest son is named Adam. So Adam was a very proud proponent of the communities that he selected, and he chose to participate in them well. And from what I've observed this morning, most of you have as well. Continue on this journey, please, and enjoy your lives. The winner of the Sergeant Adam P. Kennedy Scholarship is Belize Dumais.
Thank you, Nancy, and congratulations to Belize. I would now like to call upon Ms. Sandra Muzzio and Mrs. Balfour to present the Sean Fitzgerald Award.
Okay, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and to celebrate, along with our sixth graders and their families, this big transition to the middle school. You all look wonderful, very different than you looked 7 years ago when you first got off the bus at the H. Olive Day School. I was looking at the photos in the program, and I was remembering so many of you coming off with your Velcro sneakers and your Spider-Man and My Little Pony and Disney Princess backpacks. And it just seems like yesterday. I'm sure it seems that way to parents and teachers, and maybe even you, although when you're younger, those years seem to stretch out, but they'll start to fly from here on in. So I can remember you singing, "We Are the Kids of HOD," if you remember that song we used to sing at assemblies, and now you're singing Miley Cyrus. How did that happen? And still doing a great job. And the most important thing I remember is what great members you were of our school family, and how you came in with your family values of kindness and caring and sharing, and we certainly kept that up and nurtured that during your time at HOD, and I know that has continued at the Freeman-Centennial School. Not the Freeman-Centennial, that was the old one. The Freeman-Kennedy School as well. So congratulations. And now we are here to present the Sean Fitzgerald Award. And this is Mrs. Sandy Muzio, who is Sean's mom. In 1988, the same year that Miss Day retired, the Special Needs Department established the Sean M. Fitzgerald Award in loving memory of Sean Fitzgerald. He was a sixth grade student in what was then the Freeman-Centennial School when he was tragically killed in an accident just days before he was to participate in promotion exercises himself. The purpose of this award, however, is not to dwell on the tragedy of his death, but instead to celebrate the very, very positive qualities of his life. Sean was not an outstanding athlete. He was not wealthy, nor was he at the top of his class academically. In fact, he would be the very first to admit that math was just not his thing. But Sean's accomplishments were far greater than those of fame, fortune, or scholastic aptitude, for he was able to touch those around him with love, humor, and caring. He accepted people for exactly who they were, not for where they lived or the clothes they wore. He had his own criteria for judging people and applied them consistently, even when those people did not apply the same criteria to him. He had a remarkable capacity to forgive people for their indiscretions. The criteria for this award, therefore, are different from those for other awards because they are criteria that Sean would have met himself. The Sean M. Fitzgerald Award recognizes the individual in the sixth grade who displays warmth and compassion for his or her fellow students, qualities that are especially important today. A student who, in the opinion of the sixth grade teachers, administrators, and specialists, has the ability to accept people and their individual differences and is able to make those around him or her feel important and accepted. The plaque that is presented with this award states that it is given in recognition of outstanding personal qualities, compassion, and caring. And now Mrs. Muzio, Sean's mom, will present the award to this year's recipient.
Thank you. Thank you, Linda. Here we are again. Congratulations to the students. I wish you all the best as you move forward. The next 6 years will be exciting and a new experience, meeting new people, new friends, and making some decisions about what you want to do afterwards. So, best of luck to all of you. I just wanted to say that I think Sean would be very humbled. I know that we are, that this award continues after 37 years. It is very warming to my heart. And I know that Sean would really appreciate it. And his twin brother, Scott, is here today with me to give me support. So I am delighted to present
Sean's Award this year to Abby Herrera.
Thank you, Sandra and Linda. I'd now like to call upon Ms. Frank Zolo to present the American Legion Post 335 Awards.
You're welcome.
This is a tough act to follow, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Frank Zolli, and I'm the commander of Post 335 in Norfolk. It's an 80-year-old American Legion post. It honors those who served in the military in their lifetime. We now have 350 veterans living in Norfolk, quietly going about their business, doing the things that they learned in the military to make life better. You see them, they're carpenters, mechanics, teachers. They just go about their business, presenting the principles that make life better. One of the things that we do in the American Legion is to call out and praise Americanism, to make people understand what a great country we live in. When I look at this group of beautiful children, the promise of tomorrow, I can only say how lucky we are to be able to educate these folks to be our leaders tomorrow. Before I give the two certificates out, I'm going to ask the class to do something for me. Make a muscle. Make a muscle. You think that's your bicep? No, that's your leadership muscle. You have to keep exercising it over and over again to give people strength in the life that you'll lead tomorrow. We have two candidates for awards today. And in the military, we don't give dollars out, we give medals out, so that you have something to pin on their chest so everybody knows what a great job you did. The first certificate would be presented to William Lockhart. Congratulations.
Can you turn around with Frank and look at your mom?
There's your mom right there. Yeah. The second certificate to Kate Napier. I'm going to have Kate stay here for a second because I want to read what the certificate said. They're identical because they tell us exactly what kind of things our two candidates did. The American Legion School Award, in further recognition of the possession of those high qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service, which are necessary for the preservation and protection of the fundamental institution of our government and the advancement of our society. Congratulations.
Congratulations to William and Kate, and thank you, Frank, for coming today. I'd now like to call upon Mrs. Balfour to present the H. Olive Day Awards.
Good morning again. How lucky am I to be presenting even more awards to this wonderful group of sixth graders. Miss H. Olive Day, who of course is the person that the H. Olive Day School is named after, was the principal of the A.J. Freeman School for 38 years. And of course, her legacy has continued at HOD and throughout the Norfolk Public Schools. She was a person who had very high expectations for her students, her teachers, and herself. She always set high goals for students, but also acknowledged a job well done. She would let you know, though, when you had not reached a goal, if she thought that the failure was due to a lack of effort. She believed that anything could be accomplished. Perhaps it required a second or a third try, but it could be accomplished nonetheless. And most of the time, we found that she was right. In honor of Miss Day's outstanding record of service to the students of Norfolk, the school committee at that time very fittingly established the H. Olive Day Awards upon her retirement. The standards for these awards are high, as they should be, for Miss Day would not accept anything less. I am pleased to be presenting these awards in her honor today. The recipients are chosen by the classroom teachers. Each recipient will receive an individual plaque, and in addition, their names will be engraved on a master plaque that hangs in the Freeman-Kennedy School. The first award, the Award for Academic Excellence, is closely tied to what is Miss Day's greatest legacy to the Norfolk Public Schools, her quest for excellence. And having been a teacher under Miss Day when I first started teaching many years ago, I remember that very, very well. She expected excellence and she received it in return. She established a pattern of students and teachers consistently striving to develop abilities, skills, and knowledge to their greatest possible degree. The recipient of this year's award has followed in this tradition of excellence. I am pleased to present the H. Olive Day Award for Academic Excellence to Sophia Newcomb. As important as academic excellence was to Miss Day, citizenship was just as important. To her, a student who displays good citizenship is one who is respected by teachers and fellow students for being a person who is fair, consistent, and compassionate. A person who's able to see both sides of a situation and act diplomatically, even when they are not on the prevailing side. A person who respects the rights of others even while exercising their own rights. The H. Olive Day Award for Citizenship is awarded to the student who displays these characteristics. I'm very pleased to present this award for citizenship to Hadley Cloutier.
Hadley, turn around and look at Dad with Mrs. Balfour.
Okay, so Miss Day had three great interests in life: education, the Grange, and sports. Often people were very surprised to learn that she was such an avid and loyal fan of all of the different Boston sports teams. She would be so happy with the recent accomplishments of the Boston teams over the past 2 decades. But even back then, way back in the 70s and 80s, she was an avid fan of the Red Sox, back in the day of Paul Yastrzemski and all of those former stars, and always thought that they were going to win, even when they didn't. But she backed them. We remember her wearing red socks during Boston's unsuccessful attempt at that World Series many, many years ago. And I wonder what she's thinking of the Rafi Devers trade right now. It is fitting, therefore, that the third award is for sportsmanship. This award is presented to a sixth grade student who displays an attitude of fairness and a team spirit, a person who works for the good of the entire group or team, not just individual achievement, who is able, through example, to raise the quality of play just by being a part of it. It's a person who displays respect for others and themselves by following the rules and not blaming others for shortcomings. I'm very pleased to present the H. Olive Day Award for Sportsmanship to Hudson Fizer. So congratulations to all of our sixth graders. Even if you didn't win a specific award, you've been wonderful students, wonderful members of the school community all these years, and the fact that you're good, caring, hardworking people is the most important, as so many other people have said. So congratulations. In middle school, I know you're well prepared for that.
Thank you, Mrs. Balfour. I'd now like to call upon Mr. Tarzik, who is going to give the Alvin J. Freeman Award.
So guys, we actually got our start together at Freeman-Kennedy. When you guys were coming to third grade, that was my first year as assistant principal. So it is amazing to see how much you've grown. I've really enjoyed getting to know you guys. I've enjoyed the lunches, the ones that were like volunteer, not on purpose. I've enjoyed the kickball games, the recesses indoors, sharing with me your talents, all your performances. You guys did a tremendous job, and it's just amazing. And I just want to start by wishing you all the best of luck next year. As you head into middle school, there are more people and more challenges, but always remember kindness. And there's going to be a lot of good times and a lot of challenges. So don't discount the power of sending a smile, a head nod, or a quick hello to a fellow Norfolk classmate as you move about the halls in your new homes next year. I do also want to acknowledge Mrs. Mellick and Mrs. McNeely quickly. I always say that Mrs. Musial and Mr. Foraker provide the voice and soundtrack to Freeman-Kennedy. Well, to use a phrase that I looked up and is school appropriate from either Fortnite or TikTok, Miss Mellick provided Freeman-Kennedy with aura. Is that right, Nick? Did I use that correct, Nick? Aura. As you walk down the halls covered in art, it creates such a wonderful presence and just a happy, encouraging place to learn. And recently, Miss McNeely said she did not know if she made an impact. I mean, she obviously did on all of her students. But I do want to focus on the impact she made on the staff. She always embraced the different educational challenges. She's a great enough teacher to teach any style and get through to the kids, but she was always ready to take on these new styles, these new curriculums. She shows absolute professionalism and dedication, and that she helped pass down to her fellow staff, who will then pass that down to fellow staff to come, and I like to call that the McNeely effect. So I am here today to present the A.J. Freeman Award to the student that has done well scholastically, has consistently shown good school spirit, good sportsmanship, community involvement, and demonstrated empathy and support for her fellow students. And the award goes to Olivia Sear.
Thank you, Mr. Tarzik. At this time, I'd like to call upon our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Ingrid Alardi, to share a few words with you.
Good morning and welcome to all of our families who are joining us today to celebrate this important event. It's a pleasure to be here with you as you mark this milestone in your children's lives. Today, your children are completing their elementary education here in Norfolk. Can you hear me? Is that all right? All right, good. And as Ms. Balfour mentioned earlier, if you look in the back of our programs today, you'll see many of our students in their kindergarten classrooms with their teachers and assistants. It's amazing how quickly the time actually does pass. I'm sure for many of you it feels like just yesterday you were packing up their backpacks, rushing out to take those first day of school snapshots at the bus stop. Throughout their elementary years, your children have learned so much, not just academically, but also about themselves as learners and as members of classroom communities. They've learned how to ask questions and to be curious about the world around them and to explore new interests. Well, we're here today to celebrate the 6th grade commencement. I don't like to think of this as an ending, but rather as a new beginning. If you look in the dictionary, there are 2 definitions provided for the word commencement. The first and most commonly used refers to a ceremony in which graduates are receiving degrees or diplomas. The second definition you'll find is a new beginning or start. Today's celebration reflects both definitions perfectly. We're here to recognize and appreciate the journey your children have taken and the growth and changes they've made during their time here with us in Norfolk. Yet we're also here to wish them well as they embark on a new adventure and the next phase of their educational experience. There's many exciting adventures awaiting them, and they now possess the tools, the skills, and the strategies they need to be successful as they move forward. For our graduates, as you get ready to move on to middle school, I hope that you'll challenge yourself to try new things, meet new people, and lean into new experiences with curiosity. It's time for you to discover who you are and who you want to be. Don't dwell on the problems, but be the ones to find solutions. Don't focus on the barriers. Learn to create new possibilities. And in keeping with that, I have a brief poem to share with you today. I know I stand between you and your children receiving their certificates, so I will be brief. The poem is called Dream Big. If there were ever a time to dare to make a difference, to embark on something worth doing, it is now. Not for any grand cause necessarily, but for something that tugs at your heart, something that's worth your aspiration, something that is your dream. You owe it to yourself to make your days count. Have fun, dig deep, and stretch. Dream big. Know, though, that things worth doing seldom come easy. There'll be times when you want to turn around, pack it up, and call it quits. Those times tell you that you're pushing yourself and that you're not afraid to learn by trying. Persist, because with an idea, determination, and the right tools, you can do great things. Let your instincts, your intellect, and let your heart guide you. Trust. Believe in the incredible power of the human mind, doing something that makes a difference, of working hard, laughing and hoping, of lasting friends, of all the things that will cross your path next year. The start of something new brings the hope of something great. Anything is possible. There is only one you, and you will pass this way but once. Do it right. I want to offer my sincere congratulations to our 6th grade class today and the very best of luck as you transition to middle school. I wish you all a wonderful summer and a great start to the new school year.
Thank you, Dr. Alardi. At this time, we are now going to present the grade 6 promotion certificates. I would ask that the audience please hold their applause till the end. I will now call upon the 6th grade teachers who will actually introduce each student.
Jacob Richards Villarreal. Leah Alexandre. Reagan Ballantyne. Sophia Casto. Grace Champagne. Michael Cleary. Hadley Cloutier. Davis Conrad. Hannah Dunphy. Jackson Favara. Hadley Francique. Maxwell Gaydon. Alexander Godin. Henry Grisada. Ryan Kelleher. Adriana Lugwitz. Alexandra Marcel. Leo Modena. Tivia Mutumel Wagner. Samuel Padilla. Nora Prater. Emily Ross. Reese Ruggieri. Ms. Banks class can sit. Mrs. Dunn's class, please stand.
Matthew Amante. Richard Catanacci. Colton Close. Elise Conley. Sean Connor. Olivia Sear. Harper Duffy. Lila Haddad. Madeline Hambleton. Abigail Herrera. Alexander Huff. Emma McCrae. Aidan Maraney. Travis McLaughlin. Charlie Murphy. Alan Mayer. Lillian Nervoso. Brenna O'Leary. Juliana Orlando. Alexander Rico. Laura Silva. Taryn Smith. Camden Tierney. Haven Weiler. Alexander Wright. Mrs. Dunn's class, please sit. Mrs. Logan's class, please stand.
Owen Amperdaly. Grayson Bork. Hudson Bida. Pamela Costing. Lucy Dilly. Kaya Godin. Mac Herman. Parker Horvath. Rebecca Johnston. Bria Marengi. Charlotte Massoud. Sophia Massoud.
Abigail Mullaney. Kaylee Rossa. Amelia Roberts. Colin Rochford. Joshua Wrench. Sean Rogers. Marcus Rubier. Curtis Tessier. Hannah Tilson. Jack Wright. Leah Wynn. Mrs. Logan's class, please sit, and Miss Manson's class, please stand.
Kyler Esprinio. Junior Odat. Jackson Brahmabar. Holly Bremelst. Lindsay Costello. Owen Daniels. Belize Dumais. Maya El-Yamani. Riley Fafford. Hallie Francique. Benjamin Galdo. Saina Henry. Connor Hughes. Griffin Jarvis. Stephen Jasensky. Dante Jurwich. Morgan Kelleher. William Lockhead. Michael St-Ange. Audrey Seamus. McKenna Smart. Griffin Soares. Bowden Stark. Miss Manson's class, please be seated. Mrs. McNeely's class, please stand.
Bria Armour. Nicholas Balness. Jamie Bridgemahan. Luke Brogan. Malia Clough. Andrew Connolly. Grace Downs. Sarah Dugas. Gianna Favaro. Eva Filippelli. Alexandra Fisk. Christopher Galdo. Lila Graham. Chase Grunheid. Sean Hamilton. Grace Jondrill. Scarlett Muldowney. Jackson Roberts. Anna Shepard. Miles Wolf. Mallory Janasek. Mrs. McNeely's class may be seated. Miss Smith's class, please rise.
Reed Cohen. Amelia Courier. Connor Cullinane. Ethan Dale. Dominic Diorio. Shay Egan. Sadie Garvey. Willa Hackett. Evelyn Hanlon. Marley Meneses. Ashna Manani. Christopher Milani. Kate Napier. Sophia Newcomb. Andrew Nichols. Ella Olison. Harry Parento. Adam Poynott. Grant Santagate. Edward Chanette. Ronan Stacy. Brandon Zhu. Can all sixth graders please stand? Congratulations to the class of 2025. Now, students, you may sit. We are almost there. We heard a few grumblings. I'm so hungry, Miss Alton-Hickey, right now. So that was my cue to speed this along so we can get them in to the cafeteria for some food. I have a few thank yous, and then we are going to be almost done, boys and girls, I promise. You have been awesome today. Awesome.
Today, we'd like to take a moment to recognize and celebrate Mrs. Cheryl McNeely, who is retiring after 18 years of dedicated service to the Norfolk Public Schools. Throughout her career, Mrs. McNeely has touched the lives of countless students and families with her passion for teaching, her unwavering commitment, and genuine care for every student she taught. Her impact on our school community is lasting and deeply appreciated. Cheryl, you will be truly missed. We thank you for all you have given to Norfolk and wish you nothing but happiness, health, and joy in this exciting new chapter. Congratulations and enjoy your retirement. Parents, thank you for your support and dedication over the past 4 years. I'd especially like to thank a few special people that made the 6th grade year really special for our students. So as I call the following people, if they could please stand. First, I'd like to thank our promotion committee chairs, Nicole Favaro and Stacy Bridge-Monahan. Please stand as I call your names, Stacy and Nicole. Stacy and Nicole this year did an amazing job, starting with our, candle fundraiser, neon dance, t-shirts, after party, and the list goes on and on. So they spent countless hours and we couldn't have done it without them. So thank you, Stacy and Nicole. Mrs. Santagate, Christine Santagate, I don't know where you are, but if you could just do a big wave. Mrs. Santagate did our fall movie for all the students. An amazing job this fall. Thank you, Christine. Mrs. Kristen Stacy organized and made sure that every Red Sox tickets got to every single family in both schools. Kristen Stacy, thank you. Melissa Dugas and Liz Cohen, who made our absolutely field day absolutely amazing. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Liz. Let's see. So I have had the wonderful opportunity of watching your children grow over the past 4 years. I will miss seeing each of them and wish everyone the best in the future. I thank each of you for working as a team to educate your children. A special goodbye to some parents who have had their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th child. So hard to believe, but it's been truly a joy. I really do get attached to the kids and really love what I do every single day. So congratulations to all of you. A special thank you to Mrs. Musial, who worked with all the 6th grade students to prepare today's song for today, I Will Always Remember You. Mr. John Foraker for being an incredible instrumental band teacher for our students. Thank you, Mr. Foraker. For our custodians, Tim, Mike, Brian, Nick, Lucas, Ryan, and Dylan, who are always here behind the scenes helping us out to make today happen. Thank you, all of them. Lois Oppenheimer and Janet Curran, administrative assistants who work very hard behind the scenes to make it happen. So thank you, Lois and Janet. Our tech team, Robin Tusseri, Raphael Sardi, Mark Peasy, and Trish Kelly for coordinating all the technology for today. Thank you. Norfolk Cable for being here today to record today's events. We will send you a link to everything today that is recorded so you can download that and have that. Officer Katie Appel, Officer John King for teaching DARE program to all of our students and instilling important values. Thank you all. Mr. Adam Tarzak, can we give a round of applause for Mr. Tarzak, boys and girls? He's been an incredible assistant principal and it's been a joy probably for him to watch a class all the way through. He's built strong relationships with these students, and he's just incredible. So thank you, Adam. Dr. Ingrid Alardi and Vicki Saldana for their support and dedication to the students, staff, and families of our school. We couldn't do it without them leading at the head of the school, so thank you both. Our school committee for their support and dedication to the schools. We couldn't do it without them either, so thank you to the entire school committee. All of our invited guests that came today to speak and to give awards, we couldn't do it without you, thank you. And I think, let's see, I think that's it, boys and girls. So, just a few reminders. The students are going to proceed with their teachers out to their classrooms. We have a reception for everybody in the cafeteria this morning. And we wish our now almost 7th graders good luck in 7th grade. Thank you everyone for coming today.